I want to take you through a few quotes people have been saying. Lion Richardson said, "Go back far enough and all mankind are cousins, but only to be realized now that we are not, because we've been taught at school with our identities and our religions that we are different." And what is this? The transfiguration of the commonplace. Well, make it up in your own head what that means. And yet, this new road will someday be an old road too. Well, that new you who think that you are great and that you're immortal, one day realize that you are at the end of your journey. May roots in the soil of Alba. Well, is that the island Alba or the restaurant Alba down at Grassroot Market? Let our de-voiced country sing in a new world. All these are fabulously written and said, yet not really practiced in a way. Who knows at the heart of a man and what moves in that darkness? What moves in the darkness is a reality. What's in your heart shouldn't be inscribed. It should be soft in a way that it is always erases what is engraved. With time, you should be in meditative mode. Scottish War Poets Corner. Where are the ink of the chain joining? Or is it the link? Yes, it is the link. Chain joining us to the past. Well, they keep breaking the links so that you don't know where the past, the present, and the future is, because the chain is in all kinds of pieces. And this is my poetry, in line with the old Scottish poetry. You intend to bide here. To be sure, can you think of anywhere better? Well, everywhere is what you think of. If you don't think of anything, and that you obliterate your puny, silly ideas in your head, there is nothing that you should think that isn't pure. What is so pure is what you don't think of anything of yourself or anything that you see, feel, touch, smell, that you should step out or in a way step inwards to a point of an exuberance of life. A bridge building is my vocation. Now, if there was bridge to be built, the only bridge that one can build is a bridge of understanding. And that bridge of understanding should have been the one that we should all follow. In a poetic corner of mine, we can only pay our debt to the past by putting the future in the debt to us. Well, if that's the case, the very best that we can ever do is that we are indebted to this planet, the very planet that is keeping us afloat, alive, and the very earth that is turning soil into your food, the very debt that you created with your body and your mind should not stick in the way of our future, of the next generation of children that we produce. We should continue to create something wonderful and leave little better how we found it. In the fire of an images, gladly I put my hand. You should keep your hands to yourself. Don't make fires, don't make anything. Just be a mindful human being. Let's have a look at what he said, the James Boswell. I rattle down the high street in a high elevation of spirit. Well, your high elevation should be elevated to a point that you are dimensionless, that you are becoming one with everything. Look at the Highlands, the Scottish Highlands. This is my native and land. The Walter Scott said that. But what I should say is that the very reality of our Mother Earth is that we have no borders and boundaries and identities. We've taken on, we obliterated our identities and our thoughts, and we became one with every land, and we will take care of it and leave a bit better than how we found it. Weird Cohan, on a B, I can What's so interesting is that the poetics have got the old ideas of writing things and how it was written. The spirit endures. The spirit can only endure as long as you are conscious and responsible. With that, bards had sung all as in vain that I, the old, my grave for you and my endure. So Sydney Courtier Smith said that. I have no idea what that means. Gaelic or Celtic. Let us hive the core bouquets so to commune realm. Ooh. This is Scottish terms. I don't know how to translate them. Here we go. The herds that compass the place that they man yet that. What is the language using us for? Well, the language that you made up in your head is your own making, your own construct. The nature and existence does not have a language. It is living a profound life. I care to live only to the entice people to look at the nature's loveliness. Well, the most loveliness of it is that the nature is providing you all and us all. And all we can do is to pay back our debt in living in a most awful ways. And we should create a nature's loveliness in us. By doing so, we will create what we call a lovely life that exists. And sign it again for the pleasure, sings it twice for joy. And you can be joyful in a pleasant experience. I thought the hail of the world was there, and the seas in the summer. Well, there's a poetic corner, and that you could be an uneducated one. He was defiant, he was blind in Scotland's cause. But we should be blind in the cause of the Mother Earth.